So in today's football video, we're going to take a look at the most hated players in the world of football. Now what we mean on this is really on-pitch stuff, alright? Not off-pitch antics, not crazy stuff off-pitch. Simply the stuff you see on-pitch. Now I know it has been done before on my channel, maybe a couple of years ago I did it, and maybe another channel or someone else's channel has done it recently. But obviously I do a lot of these football videos, and I do think doing the most hated one is a very big video and a very important one that I do want to cover here on my YouTube channel. So that is one that I am doing today. Welcome to the most hated players on the football pitch. If you guys are looking to get any custom controllers or anything like that for Christmas, check out GetGripped.co.uk in the description down below. Use RossiHD the checkout page for a 5% discount. So as you guys are aware, I don't really do a lot of talking in my intros anymore. I just get straight into the video. I think the intro is usually less than a minute long, so I'm going to keep my sort of pattern here today and get straight into the video. First of all, I do want to say, if you guys want to see the most loved footballers, okay, in the world of football, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. If we can try and get 3,000 likes, as I always say, because that is a target I set quite a lot, then I promise you I'll bring you guys the most loved footballers currently playing in football. Starting off with the number one spot then is a player we all know about, and he goes by the name of Joey Barton, which this week's faced a lot of controversy. That's why I'm interested in making this video again or whatever a few years later, because a lot of stuff's happened, a lot of stuff's changed since that video. Joey Barton was probably in that video at some point, but he's here today in the video again because he's just been released by Rangers this week. So obviously he got suspended or whatever for an altercation with a manager or maybe a player or two or something like that. Now he's actually been released by Rangers, so he's a free agent. He's currently in FIFA 17 though, but he is a free agent. So that would probably mean he's no longer going to be in packs. So you might even have a chance to make some money there if you want it. But Joey Barton, the stuff he's done on the pitch is pretty crazy. If you guys remember the obviously Manchester City QPR game, kneeing players, I think you need Aguero, started a Nasri, tried headbutting company. I mean, that's just disgusting. Apparently someone said in his ear that game, you've already been sent off, try and take someone with you. Someone said that to him in his ear apparently. I think he thought that himself. But obviously this guy's had a lot of different altercations with loads of different footballers, as you guys probably can see on the screen. Obviously he's done a lot of stuff outside of football, but we're trying to focus on the inside of football stuff today. Let's gotta be honest, this guy's been kicked out of loads of clubs. He's fallen out of a lot of management. He said the other day, no, not the other day, I seen it in a Vine. That's right, Vine actually still exists. So Joey Barton actually wanted to fight Mark Hughes. He said to him, like, do you want to fight? Do you want to scrap? Try and sort it out man to man. And Mark Hughes was like, I'm your manager, Joey. I can't fight you. So yes, that's why he's probably one of the most disliked men in football, but he's now been released. Where's he going to go next? Maybe you'll find out in a transfer episode soon. Maybe if I can bring that to you, we'll have to wait and see. Next up is a guy not for his dirty tackles, alright, but his actual cheating or diving or just, play dramatics or whatever. We have Sergio Busquets. As you guys can see on the left, actually that card last year, pretty decent. And obviously his 87 card this year is pretty good. His pace is absolutely terrible, but this guy, you just can't help but being one of the most disliked men in football. Now, the reason that is for his absolute diving or whatever, going down, holding his face, trying to get players sent off. That is why a lot of people, don't like him. A lot of footballers don't like him. A lot of supporters don't like him. If you touch him on his arm or something like that, he's going to go down holding his face. You might see the little peekaboo thing where he's acting like he's been hit in the face, but he's just taking a look to see what's happening. I mean, that's just shocking. We don't want to see like play acting and players trying to get other players sent off and booked, but Sergio Busquets is a very good player for that. He does that very well. But I feel like maybe in the last year or so he has quieted down a lot, but he's still got a reputation now, and I think it's going to live with him throughout his whole career. Maybe he hasn't calmed down. Maybe you guys will watch a lot of Barcelona play. Maybe you're going to say he doesn't actually refrain from doing it anymore. He still does it quite a bit, which obviously you guys can let me know in the comment section down below. But as far as I know, he probably does do it once or twice, but he certainly calmed down the last year, and he certainly used to be really bad for it. Not just for Barcelona, but for Spain as well. I think it's just in his what he does. So either way, we've gone from a guy just falling out with loads of footballers, trying to scrap his own manager, getting kicked out of the club, to a guy next up, diving or going down holding his face, trying to get players sent off. They're the two sort of different types of players we hate. But that is not where we're stopping, okay? We're going again with another player here who actually is a little bit similar to Joey Barton, alright? Tries to wind other players up. Diego Costa, one of the most hated probably in the game. This guy tries to get players sent off. He's very, very niggly. Off the ball, the referee's not looking. He'll stand on your feet. He'll give you a little cheeky elbow. He'll pull you. Or, he'll do something like that. Probably whisper some sort of abuse in your ear. And the last year or two, he's actually had a lot of it back, alright? Players have started giving it to him a lot back. I remember the game Chelsea vs Arsenal this season. Koscielny was niggling him every time he got the ball, and he tell you what, it just took Costa completely out of the game because of it. So this guy is very, very, very remarkable. Playing at his own game. Just don't snap, alright? Just don't lose your head when he says something to you. Keep you cool, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to get you sent off a book. I can't imagine the amount of people that's had square ups to this guy. I mean, remember Vardy? There's just so many. He was exactly the same when he was playing in Spain, and he come to the Premier League where it's a bit more physical, and it's probably been a little bit worse for him, because he's actually getting a lot of it back now. But either way, Diego Costa, for what he does on the pitch, is still one of the most disliked footballers. I mean, we can't help but deny that, or should I say we can't help but not deny that. I think obviously he's a fantastic footballer on his day. There you go, the card on the left, absolute amazing card they had back at Chelsea. And obviously he's got an 86 96 in form these days in FIFA 17, so he's a very, very good card, very good footballer. He just has that part of his game that no one likes to see. Supporters, other footballers in the game, no one likes to see it. Next up, we have a player who's actually very, very similar, alright, very dirty on the field, alright, and now he's very, very famous for this. We have Pepe, obviously the centre-back. As you guys can see, his best ever retro card was an 88, and his best current card is 88, so he's done very well in FIFA 17 to get such a high rating. But obviously, this guy doesn't go anywhere without a bit of controversy. I mean, I'll pitch that one clip where that guy's on the floor and he's just kicking the studs up with his back like 3 or 4 times. And I don't think the ref did anything about it. There are some absolutely horrific challenges he's been involved in, some absolute big square-ups. Any big sort of fight or bust-up, he's there. Especially Real Madrid, Barcelona, any sort of square-up, he's literally there. And he wants to get involved straight away. But it's got to be honest, the stuff he does to other players, kicking them when they're down, niggly tackles, horrible, horrible stuff. Supporters don't like to see it. Footballers don't like to be kicked, obviously. And he's just, I don't know, a referee's nightmare or a referee's dream, because he makes the decision so easy for him. I'm not really sure. But either way, him and Diego Costa going up against each other would just be fantastic to see. Last but not least, we got a footballer who is very different to all of these, alright? Very, very different for what he's done on the field, sorry. But his ability on football is just sort of incredible. So you sort of are forgetting a little bit of what he used to do. But Suarez, probably the best striker in the world. Best out-and-out striker. As you guys can see, the 98 retro card he had previously in the previous year. And he's got a 92 standard card in the minute, which is absolutely insane. For being one of the best strikers in the world, you can't help but just remember the stuff he used to do, okay? The racism, the biting of people's shoulders, like Chiellini. Who else did he bite? He bit someone else. I can't even remember. He bit someone at Ajax and he bit someone else when he was in the Premier League, I think. But yes, this guy's got some serious anger issues where he just snaps and just wants to take a nibble and bite someone. I'm not really sure why he does it, because if he just got his head down, well, obviously he's one of the best footballers in the world anyway. And it looks like he's trying to cut that bit out of his game. I don't think I've heard any controversy with Suarez in the last couple of, last season, to be honest. But you can't help but feel he's still going to be always overshadowed by the biting and the racism. That just doesn't go away, regardless how good you are. But he's going the right way, making people forget about it, because everyone's focusing on his football, how well he's doing, and everyone's kind of forgetting about everything else. But anyway, guys, this is the most hated players in football. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to drop a thumbs up and like down below. If we can get 3,000 likes, I'll bring you guys the most loved footballers in the history of football. Nah, not in the history, but ones that are playing right now. Has been a pleasure as always. Take it easy, have a good weekend. Peace.